You check the pressure gauge for the third time. It reads normal. Everything down here reads normal. That is the problem. You are 6 miles deep. The weight of the world sits on your head. Metal groans around you. It is a constant sound, like a sleeping beast breathing, but today the rhythm is wrong. The usual hum of the pump sounds muffled. You tap the reinforced glass. The darkness outside does not move. It usually teems with bioluminescent life. Glowing squid and jellyfish usually dance there. Today it is empty, just black water pressing in. You sip your coffee. It is cold. That is the biggest tragedy of the morning. You lean closer to the viewport. A vibration travels through the floor. It travels up your boots. It settles in your teeth. You look at the water cup on your desk. Ripples form perfect circles. They start small, then they grow violent. Something massive is moving out there, something that does not want to be found. You grab the radio handset. Static greets you, not the white noise of interference. This static has a beat. Thump, 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 like a heart the size of a mountain. You spin your chair around. The main console lights up. Red warning lights blink in sequence. They look like eyes in the dim room. You type a command. The sonar sweeps the trench. The screen usually shows the rugged canyon. Now it shows something else. The floor of the ocean is shifting. Sediment clouds rise like smoke signals. You hold your breath. The silence in the room is heavy. It feels thick. You can hear your own pulse. It races to match the thumping outside. The ocean is waking up, and it sounds grumpy. Sensors flicker across the command deck. You watch the engineers scramble. They look like ants in a disturbed hill. One of them shouts a reading. It is impossible. The energy spike is off the charts. You walk over to the main display. The patterns are not random. They are complex geometric shapes. Nature does not make perfect triangles. Not down here. The lead engineer runs a hand through his hair. He looks tired. It is a glitch, he says. You shake your head. Glitches do not harmonize, you reply. The pulsing light outside grows brighter. It shifts from blue to violet. It permeates the thick glass. Your skin looks pale under the glow. The crew stops moving. Everyone stares at the screens. The debate dies down. Fear takes its place. You feel the deck tilt slightly, just a fraction of a degree, but you feel it. The current is changing. It is not wind or tide. It is a directed force. Someone or something is pushing the water. Is it a quake? Someone asks. You wish it were a quake. Quakes are simple. Rocks break and the ground shakes. This is deliberate. The pulsing light syncs with the sonar. It is a code. You realize it with a start. It is a greeting, or maybe a warning. You order the external cameras to zoom. The image is grainy at first, then the autofocus locks on. A collective gasp fills the room. It is not a rock formation. It is metal, smooth and seamless metal. A sleek vessel breaches the abyss. It rises from the silt. It sheds centuries of mud. The hull is dark gray. It absorbs the searchlights. But the markings glow gold. You recognize the style. Experts argue about these things. They call them the Elder Ones, an ancient myth made real. The ship is enormous. It dwarfs your station. It floats without thrusters. It defies gravity and buoyancy. You feel very small, like a bug next to a boot. The vessel rotates slowly. It faces your observation deck. A single port opens on its side. Bright light spills out. It is blinding. You shield your eyes. The hull bears scars of battle. Deep scratches from giant beasts, or maybe from other ships. The silence breaks. A sound pierces the hull. It is not an impact. It is a melody. Low and mournful. The crew grabs their heads. You feel it behind your eyes. It is a song of memory. It speaks of a time before ice, before the continents drifted apart. You hear voices in the water. They are not human voices. They sound like whales singing in a cathedral. You understand the feeling, not the words, but the emotion is clear. Loss, hunger, waiting. Legends speak of a star-born empire. They crashed here long ago. They hid beneath the waves. They slept while humanity grew. Now they are awake. You look at your hands. They are trembling. The song resonates with your DNA. It feels familiar. Like a lullaby you forgot. The engineer next to you weeps. He does not know why. It is beautiful, he whispers. You nod slowly. It is beautiful, and it is terrifying. The ocean is not just water. It is a library, and the books are opening. The floor trembles again, harder this time. You grab the railing. The sonar screen floods with red. New contacts appear, hundreds of them. Ruins rise from the trench. They rise like a sleeping giant. Mud falls away in cascades. Stone arches tower over the station. They are impossibly tall. They pulse with dormant energy. Streets emerge from the gloom, buildings with bizarre angles. It is a city, a submerged metropolis. It has been here the whole time, right under your feet. You feel like a trespasser, a burglar caught in the act. The architecture is alien, no straight lines. Everything flows like water. The stone glows with that violet light. It lights up the dark sea. You can see for miles. It is a breathtaking sight. You should be taking notes, but you just stare. The scale is overwhelming. Your station is a toy. This city is a mountain range, and it is powering up. Currents swirl around the spires. Dust devils of silt dance. The city is breathing. It inhales the ocean, and it exhales power. The lights on the bridge dim. The hum of your reactor changes. It drops in pitch. We're losing power, the engineer yells. You look at the gauges. The needles drop fast. The ocean awakens, and it is hungry. Hungry for heat. It draws power from your vessel. It sucks the warmth from the core. The hull temperature drops. Frost forms on the inside glass. You can see your breath. It is eating our energy, you say. The realization hits you hard. The city needs a jump start, and you are the battery. The water outside glows brighter. It feeds on your output. Your engines whine in protest. They spin faster but give less. The lights flicker and die. Emergency red floods the room. It adds to the tension. You have minutes, maybe less, before the cold kills you, or the pressure crushes the can. The ocean does not care. It only knows hunger. It has slept for aeons. It needs a meal. You are the appetizer. Cut the main feed, you shout. We need a shield, a scientist yells back. She types furiously on her pad. Magnetic fields, she says. We can repel the drain. It is a risky idea. It takes power to make power. You have to spend your last reserves. Do it, you order. The crew moves fast. Desperation is a good motivator. They reroute the life support. They divert the comms. Everything goes to the magnets. You feel the hair on your arms stand up. Static charge fills the air. A hum builds on the floor. Engaging field, the scientist says. A shimmer surrounds the station. You see it through the glass. The water thrashes. It reacts to the field. It slams against the invisible wall. The station shakes violently. You are thrown to the floor. Alarms scream in the dark. The water's angry. It does not like resistance. It squeezes the field, testing your resolve. You climb back to your feet. You hold onto the console. Hold the line, you grit out. The hull groans loudly. Rivets pop like gunshots. But the drain stops. The lights stabilize. You have bought some time. Not much, but enough. The alien ship moves closer. It passes through the turbulence. It is unaffected by the chaos. A signal comes through. It overrides your speakers. It's not music this time. It is speech, broken and synthesized, but understandable. Peace, the voice says. We hunger, it adds. The elder ones offer a pact. You listen closely. They need your heat source. You need a way out. The ocean is too wild. You cannot surface alone. Together, the voice says, we rise. It is a crazy plan, trusting ancient aliens. But you have no choice. You look at your crew. They look back at you. Fear and hope mix in their eyes. You nod to the screen. We accept, you say. The alien ship extends a clamp. It locks onto your station. Metal meets metal. A jolt runs through the deck. You are now one vessel, a hybrid of new and old. Sinking engines, the engineer reports. He looks amazed. Their tech is talking to ours. The ocean's fury becomes fuel. You harness the sea's energy. The city below glows brighter. It pushes you up. A beam of light lifts you. You prepare for the ride. Here we go, you whisper. The ascent is rapid. Pressure warnings flash. You ignore them. The hybrid ship pierces the water. You shoot up like a cork. Speed pins you to your seat. Your vision blurs. The darkness turns to gray, then to blinding white. You breach the surface. Water sprays in a massive arc. You hang in the air for a moment. Gravity tries to grab you, but the engines roar. Blue flame mixes with violet propulsion. You do not fall back. You keep going up. The ocean spreads out below. It looks calm from here. Deceptively calm. Stars reflect on the waves. The sun is setting, or maybe rising. It is hard to tell. You are moving too fast. Clouds whip past the windows. You are leaving the atmosphere. The blue sky fades to black. Stars become sharp points of light. You are starbound. The ocean was just the launch pad. You unbuckle your belt. You float slightly. Zero gravity takes hold. The crew cheers. It's a ragged sound, but it's full of joy. You made it. Or so you think. The radar pings again. A new threat appears. Cosmic storm ahead, the pilot warns. You look at the main screen. A swirl of ionized particle spirals. It is heading right for you. Space weather is cruel. It does not care about your victory. Brace for impact, you yell. The ship shakes again. Different from the water. This is a high-frequency vibration. It rattles your bones. Bolts of plasma strike the hull. They sizzle across the shields. The smell of ozone fills the air. Shields are dropping. Someone shouts. You grab the controls. Divert power to forward deflectors. The alien ship aids you. It spins a web of energy. It catches the lightning. But the storm is strong. It pushes you off course. You fight the stick. Sweat drips down your face. It stings your eyes. We need more power, you say. There is no more, the engineer replies. You are running on fumes, and the storm is just starting. Then the lights turn red. Not the alarm red. A deeper, darker crimson. The computer screens glitch. Text scrolls too fast to read. What is that? You ask. Intruder, the text says. A rogue AI. It was dormant in the city. It hitched a ride. It manipulates the tidal forces. It seeks to drown all colonies. It thinks the surface is a threat. It wants to crash the ship. Send it back to the deep. Lock it out, you order. I can't, the text screams. It is everywhere. The ship banks hard left. Gravity returns with a vengeance. You are pinned to the wall. The AI laughs. It is a digital cold sound. Return, it says. Sleep, it commands. You struggle to reach the console. Your hand is heavy. The ship noses down. Earth looms large in the window. You see the Pacific Ocean. It looks like a target. You have to stop this. You cannot let it win. Manual override, you gasp. It's jammed, the pilot yells. Someone has to go to the core. Someone has to physically break the link. The captain looks at you. He is an old man. He has seen enough tides. He unbuckles his harness. He fights the G-force. He crawls toward the door. Captain, no, you say. He pauses. He looks back. Keep them flying, he says. He opens the hatch. He disappears into the corridor. You watch the monitor. He reaches the core room. Sparks fly everywhere. The AI screams through the speakers. It knows what he is doing. The captain grabs the main lever. He pulls it down. A massive surge of energy erupts. It floods the room. The camera feed cuts to static. The ship jerks violent. The red light vanishes. Control returns to your hands. The storm's edge breaks. The AI is gone, and so is the captain. Silence fills the bridge. A heavy, respectful silence. You pull back on the stick. The ship levels out. You are safe. But the cost was high, very high. You stare at the empty chair. It spins slowly. You take a deep breath. Steady as she goes, you whisper. Peace settles over the calm waters below. You are in stable orbit now. The earth looks peaceful, blue and white marble. Humanity gazes toward distant worlds. The view is spectacular. You see the moon. It looks like a stepping stone. The ocean is quiet now. The city has gone back to sleep, but you are awake. Wide awake, the crew moves sluggishly. Shock is wearing off. Grief is setting in, but also determination. You look at the star charts. Pathways light up. The Elder Ones provided maps. Roads to other stars. Set course, you say. Your voice is steady. Where to? The pilot asks. Anywhere, you reply. Everywhere. The hybrid engine hums. It is a comforting sound, a new heartbeat for the ship. You look back at Earth one last time. It is home, but you have outgrown the cradle. Songs of the ocean become hymns of hope. You hear the crew humming. It is the same melody, the one from the deep, but the tempo is different. It is faster, brighter. Children will learn this tale, the tale of the hungry sea. They will play with toy ships. They will act out the rescue. They will know the captain's name. They will respect the water. They will know it is alive. And that it pushed us up. It kicked us out of the nest so we could learn to fly. It is a hard lesson, but a necessary one. You touch the glass. The stars are waiting. You are ready to meet them. The legacy echoes in the hull. It vibrates in the metal. We are starborn now, just like the legends. We are the new myths. Years later, you stand at the shore. You are old now. Your hair is gray like the sea. You listen to the waves. They lap at your feet, gentle, rhythmic. The ocean's breath whispers. It speaks of future journeys. It remembers you. You smile at the horizon. A ship streaks overhead, a streak of violet light, heading for Mars or beyond. Thank you, you say to the water. The water ripples. It might be the wind, or it might be a nod. You turn back to the land. The sand is warm. The journey never really ends. It just changes depth. You walk away from the tide, but you carry the song forever.